Hey everybody, it's your Crafty Crocheter back for another video. Sorry it's been a while since I did a video. It's just last week I only had like 5 hats done and I didn't think that was enough to do a video. But I think I'm gonna start doing a video every week again because I have a lot to show you. Lots of projects finished. So, this is episode, I believe, 106. I did want to say a huge thank you to all of my 606 subscribers. I do appreciate you guys coming back each and every week. I guess I'm gonna get the admin out right away. If you want to find me on Instagram, it is a crafty crocheter. I think it's _crafty_crocheter. I have a Facebook group called A Crafty Crocheter Podcast. So come over there and join me over there. We pretty much, you can show your projects, get advice. I think the last time I looked, we were at like 210 members, I think. So come over there and share your projects and get some help if you need it. If you want to find me on Ravelry, it is Scruffylee91. I published my first pattern over there. It is free. It is the flat bottom shawl. And I also have a tutorial for that shawl pattern. I am designing another shawl, and I will show you that one. It's still in the design phase, so it's not ready. But I will show you, maybe I won't show you, maybe I'll show you a little bit, just a little bit. If you have any questions, or this is what I want to do, okay? I would like to do an Ask Elizabeth, or Ask a Crafty Crocheter. So if you have a question that you would like to ask me, send me an email at acraftycrocheter1991@gmail.com. That is my personal email for this channel. So if you have any questions, it can be about anything. It could be about crochet, yarn, my personal life, anything. I'm an open book to you guys. You can ask me anything. So that is Elizabeth. No, that's not it. That's my other email. It is acraftycrocheter1991@gmail.com. I will leave a link in the description box just so you can remember it, so you don't have to remember it. I will leave it in the description box below, along with all of my other links. So, what do you say we get started? Because I have a lot to show you again today. I need to start doing these every single week again because now I'm getting too many projects. Okay, so I'm going to do finished objects first because that is what I have the most of. The first ones I'm going to show you are hats. I finished a lot of hats. So I have this one. This is basically a double crochet beanie. I am doing it differently. I am only doing a row of single crochet or a half double crochet at the bottom. And I put a little worm button on this one. So that is that one. I just finished this one today. I'm showing you the seam. I just finished this one today. And that one with the worm button is Loops and Threads Impeccable in the color Fern. This is in the color Citron. It does not have a button yet. This one is in plain black. It does not have a button. Oh, that's Red Heart Super Saver, the black. This one is impeccable in it's the, like, cream beige color. Yeah, I'm showing you the seam again, you know. Yes, I am. And these are all for adults, I guess. I made this purple one. This is impeccable also. Whatever the dark purple one is. And I put a yellow flower button on it. This one is just plain white and I put a pink flower on it. Red Heart Super Saver. I don't remember if I showed this hat or not in a previous podcast. Or previous video, whatever you want to call this. But it is a hat made in the Icelandic and I love how it's spiraled. The next, I did have 3 hats that are loom knitted, but sadly I cannot find one. So I went to Ollie's. It's like a bargain outlet store, and they had Wool Ease Thick and Quick on sale for $1.99, and it says their price is $9.49. Our price is $1.99. So that's the sticker. I got 22 skeins for $44, I think. And I leave them at my mom's because every once in a while I get, like, I get into the mood where I want to loom knit. But I don't want to use 2 strands of yarn. I want to use 1 strand of yarn. So I got 2 of this color, which is Gemstone, which this is the label. And this is 79% acrylic, 20% wool, and 1 other fiber. It is 5 ounces, 140 grams, 92 yards, and 84 meters. It is machine washable and dryable. It is a super bulky, which is a number 6. So I made this hat. It's quite long. And I did a 3x1 rib. And this hat is super long, like I said. And it's really tight. I am not going to try to put it on my big head. So I used the figure 8 stitch for the body. And I did half U-wrap 3, purl 1. And it came out with this. I love this brim, but it's very tight, so I don't know how that's going to work. So that was the first hat, and this is my second one. This is for a kid, and this is in Hometown, USA, and it is 100% acrylic, 4 ounces, 113 grams, 64 yards, and 59 meters. It is also machine washable and dryable. It is a super bulky 6, and the color of this one is Cowboys, and it is black and orange. And I did knit 1, purl 1 on this one. No, it's not. Yeah, that's what I did. And then I also did the figure 8 stitch on this one also. That is my favorite loom knit stitch. But I got a stitch pattern from Kayla, which is Llama Mama. She loom knits. I got a stitch pattern from her, and I tried it, and I messed it up, so I retook it out, and I started it again. The rest of my whips, or my finished objects, are big. So I'm going to back up. Okay. And the first one I'm going to show you is my humongous corner to corner blanket. This is it sideways. And I'm going to try to fold it in half. As you can see, it is humongous. And I don't know about you, but none of my corner to corners ever are equal. Now I gotta find my stitch markers on this big thing, because I have 3 of them in here. I found one. Found one stitch marker, now I gotta find my other 2. Okay, where are you? Okay, found number 2. My kid's in the house, but I have no clue where he is. Alright. Where is that other stitch marker? Like, I know I had 3 of them in here. Okay, I'll have to find that one later. But this is scraps. It is probably going to go to a nursing home. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's really heavy. Okay, and this is the Granny Ripple stitch. That is the bottom. And I used all variegated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used 7 colors. I'm gonna try to remember them all. So the pink and blue one down here is Bonbon. The neon one is Dayglow. The yellow and gray one is Lemon Drop. I'm not 100% sure what this gray speckly one is. It's from Joann's. This next, the blue and purple one is Stitch. Hi, honey. Stitch Studio by Nicole. And then it's called Ocean, I think. We'll get up when you want out. You're gonna have to wait. And then the top one is Primary Stripes, I think. Red Heart Super Saver. You're just gonna have to wait, or am I in your spot? Well, mom is not moving, so. Oh, okay, so the corner to corner blanket, I used a 6.5 millimeter. The Granny Chevron, I used a 6.5 millimeter. This is upside down, isn't it? Yes, it is. This is the V-Stitch blanket. I was using up a lot of my random skeins. So, that's the bottom of it. It is folded in half. It's just a plain V-stitch. And I just went between a variegated yarn and a solid color. And I used a 6.5 on this one also. I don't know if you guys do this, but like you go between like in one hook to the next hook. Like I used to love my 5 millimeter, but now I like the 6.5 millimeter. So that's one project. I finally finished my this is the one that I have 2 stitch markers the same. No wonder I can never find it. Okay, so I used a 6.5 on this one also. I had 2 6.5 millimeter things on here. I don't know why I had that many, but whatever. This is the Unique Stitch by Yolanda Soto Lopez. And she was doing a baby blanket swatch. Well, I just increased it. And this is in the colorway Wizard. I used like 1 and like 1/4 of 2 skeins. I used a whole one and then I used 1/4 of another one. The next blanket, I guess that's technically a whip. The next one I have is this one. This is a little shawl. You can step on it, it ain't gonna hurt you. Okay, my kid's coming over now. Yeah, your head's wet. You got a drink, didn't you? So I finished this little shawl. This is a sugar wheel, which the colorway is called Lollipop Along, and it's in my favorite shawl pattern. Now, for a while, you could not find her shawl patterns anywhere. It's by Tea Time Crochet, and now you can find her shawl patterns on YouTube. So I will link those below. This shawl, yarn fuzz, man. This shawl is using Charisma. I have a lot of random skeins. I have one skein of like every single color. So I used sorry, that was my ankle. I used 3 different skeins for this project. I do not know the colorways of them, but I just used it until they were gone and then tied on a new one. So I have that little shawl, and this is the Loops and Threads Charisma. I used a 10mm hook for this. Okay, so that is all of my finished objects. Now we are going to look at my WIPs. So this is another blanket in progress. I am just randomly picking a skein or a cake and using it until it's gone. I have no idea what these colors are or what the yarn is or anything. Like I said, I'm just randomly picking one up, and I think all I have to do on this one is put the white on this side to match this side, and I'm gonna call it done. And my other WIP is I'm working on called the Midwife blanket. It's gonna be a Lapghan also. I am using, I keep saying I apologize. I am using Mandala Serpent, and this is how far I got. I am now into like the really, really light beige, if you can see that. So that's the one I'm working on. I also started a another scrap project, and this is the Drunken Granny by Krista from The Secret Yarnery. I did start. I have a long tail. I don't know why I did that, but I started this one. It's going to be scraps, and now I'm going to show you a piece of my shawl that I am trying to work up, but it is not going how I wanted it to go. It's not very big for how much work I have put into it so far. Okay, so it is in the V-stitch, and this is all I'm going to show you because it's not ready yet. So it's in the V-stitch, and I was using DK Colors, which is this yarn, DK Colors, and I am using the color Petunia. It's a slow process because, and I'm using a 6.5 for that also. It's a slow process because it's just not working out like I wanted it to. And my kid's here. Huh. Yeah, you're here. Baby. I did want to say that if you have seen my post on Facebook about me accidentally spilling hot wax down my shoulder is fine. It did not blister. It was just red for a couple hours, and then the redness went away. Yeah, I'm fine. No blisters, no bad burns or anything. Everything's good. So, that is it. So, like I said, if you have any questions, please send them to my email, which is acraftycrocheter1991@gmail.com, and I will answer them on the next podcast. So, that is it for everybody. I hope everybody has a great week. Today is Monday. It is the 1st of April. It is 11:32 p.m. And that is it for tonight, and I will talk to you guys hopefully this weekend.